Hi, guys. Thanks so much for
Hello.
joining us for Off Script, our video podcast. Hello to our friends on fox4now.com and to our folks streaming on YouTube or Facebook. Shari, you look so different today.
Thank you. Is it the haircut?
Yes, it's the haircut. Trent's filling in for Shari. She's taking a little R&R time at home. We love you, Sharbera, if you're watching. She's not.
What? She's not watching my
shouldn't
special
be.
appearance?
She should be resting.
She should. That is definitely the truth.
So I'm glad Trent joined me today because, I need someone to talk to.
Yeah, we talk a lot for, 5 hours?
Yeah. How are you?
I'm okay. We're
I'm not
Wednesday.
used to seeing you, not on TV in a suit.
Yeah, for those of you who are wondering why, I show up to work in flip-flop shorts and T-shirts every day
Yeah.
and get right back in them as soon as the show's done. I live in flip-flops. I'm sorry.
Same.
I live in Florida.
I do the same thing.
This is the worst part of my day, putting this tie on.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It is kind of a weird thing when you think about it. You wear a long string off your neck.
At least they're colorful.
They are colorful.
At least some of them.
All right. So let's talk about the movies.
All right, what are we going to go see?
I don't know. So I took my kids to see Lilo and Stitch yesterday.
Yeah, I kind of got a sneak peek on how that went.
We left after 20 minutes. It's good. It's good. It's just they're only 6, my girls, and they're a little sensitive. And for some reason, the sound in the movie theater was very loud.
Oh, really?
So it was intense, and
Okay.
Stitch is very loud in this real action movie. And they were like, Mommy, can we go? I don't like it. I think it scared them a little bit.
Yeah. Did you already purchase the popcorn and the drinks and the whole deal?
Of course.
You just
We sat and watched.
You take it to go?
We took it to go.
I love it.
We took it to go. So anyway, the reason we're talking about the movies is AMC
Okay.
announced that they are adding more ads.
I thought you were going to say more show times or more payment options or something. More ads.
More ads. So this is a new deal. It's known as the Platinum Spot. I guess a lot of other
Okay.
movie companies. So there's Regal, AMC, Marquee.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's a bunch of them, but they all do this. This is so they don't have to raise ticket prices, okay?
All right.
So I support that.
Yeah, they're already expensive enough, though.
They're saying that the previews, the ads, whatever you want to call them, could get to about 20 to 30 minutes now, which I think they're already at, aren't they?
I thought they were at least 20 to 25 of previews. So are they going to add? Are you talking about not previews? You're talking about ads for car dealerships, jewelry stores, something local.
They didn't clarify, but
Okay.
I think even now, sometimes when you go to the movies, there are a lot of ads for movies coming out, but then there are other ads for things.
Yeah, things you don't know you need. I love previews. Don't get me wrong; it's one of my favorite parts.
Same.
Especially before social media, we could find them on X or Facebook. But even the previews, there's just way too many.
The only nice part is if you're running late, like I was last night, even if you're 20 minutes late, you're not going to miss the movie.
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
You're like, I still have time to get popcorn. Whatever. What's your all-time favorite movie? Do you have one? It's hard, right?
It's very hard.
Depends on the genre.
Yeah, agreed.
None?
Like Twister. I remember Armageddon back in the day. I love that one.
Yeah.
Anything kind of sci-fi,
Yeah.
weathery, but that's a tough one. You did put me on the spot because I've got a big list of favorites.
Yeah. I will say one of my newer favorites is Top Gun Maverick.
Oh, that was solid.
So good, right?
Have you seen the new Mission Impossible?
I have not.
I got to go see that.
I have to go see it. My parents saw it, and they didn't invite me.
I bet they stayed longer than 20 minutes.
They probably did. So I don't know if you've been to Matlacha recently. I remember right after Hurricane Ian hit, I was driving with my jaw on the floor with my phone just out the window, rolling on all of the homes and businesses, just completely destroyed. So Bella Line, she interviewed a realtor because she's a little worried about this upcoming hurricane season. Because when you drive onto Matlacha, I mean,
That's what it looks like.
Right. If you didn't see it when Ian hit, you would probably drive through and be like, what the heck happened here? Because there are still a lot of dilapidated homes.
That area, when I first started at Fox 4, it's just down the street from us here. You take Pine Island West. And Burt's became my little hideout, just to go watch the sunset, get away. It's such a different vibe out there. So when Matlacha was hit, that was one of my little, I don't want to say secret, everybody knows about Matlacha, but that was so heartbreaking. And the fact that it still hasn't taken, we're going on 3 years.
Right. And that's this realtor's point. She's like, at first, the recovery, it was like, go, 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 go. And then everything just kind of stopped. So she's worried about public safety. She thinks that when it comes to recovery, Matt Lachey is kind of overlooked in some senses. So anyway, she is hoping that these owners of these properties will do something about it, because I think that therein lies the issue, right? Like it's up to the owner. It's not like the city or the county can come in and clean up a property because your insurance is involved and all this other stuff. So that is an interesting story for sure.
It is, and I think it's frustrating for a lot of us. Like even looking at Fort Myers Beach, they've done a lot of cleanup. Obviously, then we had all the sand with Hurricane Milton, but that pier, like
I know.
we want it back. We want it looking back to the beautiful way it was before the storm. So
Take a minute.
hopefully now that they're clearing boats at Lashlee Park up in Charlotte County, that Matt Lachey will get a little love. I know they had the big bridge. I can't blah 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 blah.
He's
blah.
rapping.
I'll be okay. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah. What
the heck was that?
Project.
Yeah.
That was my bad. That's why you miss Shari. I get it.
No.
But no, I just hope that they get the attention they need and they can start getting a plan, kind of like we talked about Inglewood Beach today on television, about getting that parking lot back and getting the sand out of there and getting it back open for residents and tourists.
Yeah, 3 years is a long time.
Very long time.
Again, you can watch us at fox4now.com. You can stream us on YouTube and Facebook. If you go to fox4now.com, just click watch live. We have Marcos saying hey. Hey, Marcos.
What's up, Marcos?
How you doing? I want to talk about... Okay, I know I'm supposed to be on social media a lot because of my job. I should be like constantly on.
Yeah.
It's something I need to work on, okay? I understand that.
Same, but I'll tell you this, as parents, it's hard to be on a phone trying to create a reel or story and get over here, stop that. Okay,
Yes.
You want dinner. You want something different for dinner. We got to do homework. It's tough, I find.
It's very
I've only got one.
I know, it's very difficult. But on social media, there's this trend happening lately. We see these trends. Remember the Tide Pods?
Yeah.
Seriously?
No.
There are some positive ones, like the Ice Bucket Challenge, raising money for ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, stuff like that. Well, there's one recently that took the life of a 19-year-old girl. This is just heartbreaking. This is her right here. There's this social media challenge where teens are being challenged to inhale computer cleaning spray to get high. No, I'm dead serious. And people are doing it. And this girl, her name is, hold on, I got to find it right here, Rena O'Rourke, 19 years old, one huff. Okay. She took one, they're sniffing this computer cleaning spray. And like people are promoting this on social media. I can't. Anyway, and she died. She was, I don't know. I don't want to say brain dead, but she was unconscious in her hospital bed for days and days and days. And her family spoke out about it because they're like, we are not supposed to be burying our child. Like doesn't show up on drug tests. It's cheap. You can go to like whatever home office store and buy it. And it gives the feeling, they interviewed an expert. Look how beautiful she is. Of being drunk, or it's like a euphoric high just for a couple minutes. But the doctors were like, this replaces the oxygen and goes through your whole body. She died from one single huff.
That's scary. I was just looking at the notes here about the one sniff or huff there can cause organ failure too. This is what scares me about social media and kids and growing up and access and stuff. Just one dumb thing.
Yeah, one household product that a lot of people probably have. And, they are probably, it's hard. It's hard when they're especially those impressionable teen years.
And the peer pressure, because there's probably friends like, oh, I did it. It was awesome. I didn't have a problem. And she was just trying to fit in and follow what she thought was cool. Is that the right way to say it?
Yeah, and just like I don't know. I don't know why people would challenge people to that, but then again, they were eating detergent for a hot minute there, so
didn't get that.
Don't do this at home.
Nope.
Ella Rhodes, who I just love. When I love somebody a lot, I call him my Boo Bear. It's actually what my sister calls me. That's where I got it from.
I don't hear that name from you very often.
I don't think I've ever called you that.
That tells me a lot.
But Ali and Neha, our producers, are in here, and I do call them my Boo Bears. It's more of like I'm the mother hen. Are you writing down like things to... Okay.
Nope, just notes.
Okay.
Amy hates me.
No, I don't hate you. So anyway, Ella covers Lehigh Acres, and she does an amazing job doing this. There is this roundabout coming. It's going to cost just shy of $5 million, and it's a roundabout coming to Buckingham and Gunnery in Lehigh Acres. So if you've ever driven that road, Ella does a really good job in her story of showing how treacherous, if you will, this area is. Because this intersection, if you even want to call it an intersection, it's not like a typical plus sign. 70 accidents this year alone.
This year already?
Sorry, in 5 years, but still,
Okay,
that's a lot.
still a lot.
Because it's not like a left turn. You'll see like it's a rounded corner, and then the road kind of like, just like, like that.
Yeah, she's been crushing all the traffic stories, all the ones on 82 with the speed. So, how do folks feel there about the roundabout? They got to think it's going to help, right?
Some mixed feelings, right? Because something's needed. Obviously, there are crashes happening. It's only going to be a 1-lane roundabout. So a couple people she spoke with were like, wait a second, this isn't going to fix anything. It's just going to slow things down. It's not going to help that backed up traffic. But I would imagine the traffic folks, they do their studies. They know how things work.
Yeah. Are you a roundabout fan or not?
I mean, is that a thing? Like, being a fan or not a fan?
Some people absolutely hate them.
Really?
Yeah. And, see, Neha hates them.
Why? Because they slow you down so much?
Well, here's my take on them. I love that they keep traffic moving so you don't have to wait for somebody to, make a left-hand turn to keep going.
Yeah.
But the double lane ones, so many people don't know how to use them properly.
This is true.
That I'm just looking over it's fearful for me to get in one with another car's there because somebody will come across instead of being in the correct lane. So that's why I don't like them. But I do like that there's not a stoplight. It does seem to keep traffic moving.
Yes.
But boy, you just gotta.
I think you're right. The double lane ones. Like my parents live on Babcock Ranch, and there's a lot of roundabouts there. And sometimes I'm like, whoa.
So maybe the single one there will cut down even more.
Maybe
what the issue is.
No matter what, it's going to cut down on accidents. So if you drive in that area of Lehigh Acres, construction starts next week. So Monday, June 16th. And it's not going to be done for a while. 2026, like in the spring, is when they're expecting it to be finished. But just, another roundabout. We're seeing more of them. They must work.
Yeah. You would think. They're picking up over here. They're becoming more popular.
Anyway.
Although here outside of our studio at Pine Island, you see all the new lights they're putting in?
Yes, Pine Island Road.
And
when I was in high school, I went to Cape High.
Yeah.
And when I was in high school, I'm not kidding, like Pine Island North.
Horse and buggy trails?
Well, not really, but I mean, it's like Oregon Trail. It was like fields and fields and fields. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And even now, since I've been at Fox 4 6 years watching, Pine Island develop, I'm so sad when I see the wooded areas come down because I kind of like the
nature.
Yeah. That too. But
that too.
A lot of storage units and car
washes. Lots of storage units. Okay, pop quiz. Have you ever shaved your head? Fully shaved?
No, like buzzed. Because I used to catch in baseball, and it was way too hot in the summer.
So when you were a kid?
Yeah.
Not as an adult?
No.
Okay. Well, there's a firefighter in Bonita Springs who's getting ready to shave his head for Clips for Cancer. So the money goes to Golisano Children's Hospital, Barbara's Friends. And he's raising money. So the shave-off event is happening September 20th, and they're still looking for people to do it. So...
Are you asking your Boo Bear to go get his head shaved with him?
No, I would never ask Neha or Allie to shave their head. Anyway, this is our Bonita Springs firefighter who is going to be doing it. And I just support. Like, this is so awesome, right?
It's a great story.
You can donate online. You can go check it out in person. They're going to be doing it, I believe, at the Bell Tower Shops. Where did I see that? Yeah, September 20th at the Bell Tower Shops. So you can go watch. So it's something fun to kind of bring awareness, talk to your kids about, but also be like, oh, look, they're getting their head shaved.
It grows back. We raise enough money. Maybe I'll do it.
I don't know if that'd be a good look, but it's okay.
It grows back.
Did you see this? I don't know if you guys saw this.
Oh, this is the best.
This is like real.
Hold on. I've only seen the still photos of this.
Like all the memes you could make. This zebra. What is he thinking or she thinking right now? It's a he. It's an Ed. Ed is his name. So he escaped. He was on the loose for a week, and this was in the Nashville area.
It was down around Murfreesboro, right on the south side. I'm pretty sure.
Where Murfreesboro is.
You need to get out more.
Apparently. So zebra was caught finally, and you can see he's just like, the little girl. There's that meme, and the little girl's like,
yeah.
That's the face the zebra's making.
He's had a fun week.
He's had a fun week. He shut down the interstate. Okay. He was actually nicknamed Ed by fans that were tracking him. That is not his name at the zoo. He does not have like a person name. But the owners, sorry, not the zoo. The owners got him. He was only there for one day. I automatically go to Madagascar. That's why I thought of the zoo. I'm thinking of like...
Didn't Chris Rock do...
Yes.
Yeah. What if he had the same accent?
100%. I love it. So anyway, Ed Ed's owners, one day after they got him, he escaped, lived his best life for a week, took a little helicopter ride, and now he's back in Tennessee. And yes, owning a zebra in Tennessee is legal. Is it legal in Florida, though?
Very good question. There's a lot of exotic pets owned in Florida, so I wonder if a zebra's there.
I'm just going to Google it real quick.
While you Google that real fast, did you follow Ed on social media, like with the memes?
No.
This was probably the best example of AI in a positive way that I've seen. So people are asking, is it Grok?
Gronk?
No, Grok, the AI built into X.
Oh, yeah.
And
Grok, okay.
ChatGPT, and they would create like, put Ed in blah, blah, blah. And the local businesses in Murfreesboro, like there was a spray tan one, and it said, hey, Ed stopped by for a tan. Come get yours too. And Ed's like got his stripe.
Orange and the black stripes.
And like a jewelry store, they were making cakes for him.
That's awesome.
Like that was like a very positive, and the pictures were hysterical.
Okay, I gotta look at this
Yeah.
now. See, I said I'm not on social media enough. Owning a zebra in Florida is legal, though you do have to have the proper permits. Okay, so class 3 wildlife.
And some space and a big shovel.
Apparently, makes me want to go watch Madagascar. I love Madagascar.
You won't make it 20 minutes in, will you?
That was just Lilo and Stitch,
Okay.
just live action, and those were the girls. I wanted to stay. I was like, eating my popcorn. I'm like, okay, yeah, we can go. Anyway,
My son saw it. He liked it.
Yeah?
And he's like me. We've never seen the animated version of Lilo and Stitch.
okay,
So
it's pretty close. I didn't get all the way in, but I've heard. I will not spoil it for you. That the storyline has changed just a wee bit.
I had read some not so happy people on social about that.
Yeah, oh well. Got to gripe about something, I suppose. All right, well,
Have to.
thanks for joining me for Off Script today.
That's it. That's all we have.
That's all we're going to talk about. Do you have something else you want to talk about? Some burning question you have? Anyone else at home have a burning question for Trent?
Guess not. Are they going to ask in the chat?
Hold on. Give it a hot minute.
No, I was just saying the couple times I filled in with Shari, we go for like 30 minutes. So I think you're tired of me. You spent way too much time with me at work today.
Wow. This is really awkward.
It is. You were just trying to rush.
Not.
Hot date? Hot lunch date?
20 minutes in, and nobody wants to hear our voices anymore, right? All right. That's going to do it for us for Off Script. So Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. Shari, we hope, is back tomorrow after a little R&R.
Yeah. You're a real Boo Bear.
My real Boo Bear. I proposed to her yesterday.
You did?
On set, right here.
I missed it. I was in the studio actually doing some work. How did this come about?
The shade. I need sunglasses. It's so shady in here.
Hold on. This is work for you. I'm actually doing work because usually in that half hour I'm not doing work
I got
when
you,
I'm in
I
the
got
studio. I was throwing myself under the bus.
So long story short, she was like, "Are you my best friend?" And I was like, "No." And then it got awkward, and she brought up that I'm not her best friend like 20 times. So then best friend proposed to her and gave her a ring and everything, and she accepted if I take her on a spa date.
Wow.
I know.
She went for it, huh?
She went for it. She went for the
Being your
jugular.
friend wasn't good enough.
I know. Anyway, so I'm working on booking Shari's spa date. We are hoping she's feeling a little bit better, and we will be back tomorrow at 10, fox4now.com. Just click watch live, or you can stream us on YouTube or Facebook.
Bye, guys.
Bye.